Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you might be. So thank you for watching. Everyone has their own story. And today is a very special day. It's the Valentine's Day. So I'm going to wish everyone a very happy and sweet Valentine's Day. No matter you're single, with a couple, or separate or whatever, well, we can celebrate this very special day with our loved one, with our kids, with our friends, with our family. So, and today I have a very big honor to have someone very special for myself. I invite her to do this interview on this very special day. And she is Amy from Vancouver. Well, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Serena from Montreal. I'm a single mother of two. I was in a singing group in Hong Kong called Cookies, if you are in my generation. And after we came back in Montreal, we got separate. We got married, we got separate. And now I'm a very proud digital business owner. And Amy, why she is very special to me? Because she is my first coach. She's the first one that I talked to when I got into this business. So hi, Amy. Thank you for accepting to do this interview. She lives in Vancouver. So good morning to Amy and to her son.
That's
hi. So please, Amy, could you please introduce yourself for the audience, please?
Sure. Hello, Serena. Good to see you. So My name is Amy. I have two kids. This is one of them. And then the other one actually has school today. So I am mom of two, currently living in Vancouver and been running this digital business for 7 years now.
Yes. So Amy, I think we all want to know that, are you doing this online business right now as a full-time job? What was your job before? You're a full-time mother, all those questions. Could you please tell our audience, please?
Oh, I have many history, but mainly I was a full-time mom before this.
Okay.
And then and I was in Taiwan before I even started any of these. And so, yeah, I actually started a jewelry wholesale business back then in Taiwan.
Okay.
And then with the kids being so small and then health issues and everything else, we decided to move to Canada and drop everything. And so I experienced myself as a freelancer before, a brick and mortar business owner before, and then I was also I had a 9 to 5 job before, so I had many different experiences, but never thought that I would be a digital business owner now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before, when you start this online business, did you already left all the job? You were already a full-time mother, and then you met this online business, and then you start your online business just like every one of us from zero. You do the training, and then so how was the beginning of this journey?
Well, it wasn't like a smooth ride.
Okay.
I first I want to be with my kids 24/7 because they were so young and so small and cute, right? I thought they were 1 and 3. And then I look at people online, they're able to work online and be at home, and I want that. And when I calculate how much time I have to do if I get a 9 to 5 job, and the payment I get, it doesn't balance out. I couldn't even break even with only one job.
Okay.
And so finding a digital business that allowed me to be home with my kids just makes sense.
Okay.
And so I started researching on Amazon. I started to research on Shopify and all the things that you thought of, and plus many things that's not legit, and I later find out. And so I spent a good 8 months to almost 10 to dig into my hand in things that didn't work for me.
Okay.
And realizing that, well, all the different business work for people, but then the qualification is different. I thought selling on Amazon should be easy, right? You find a product you like and you put it up there, and then sometimes someone might buy. But in reality, it's not like that. After you find a good product, you already wasted so much time and effort and money. And then when the good product goes well, then like something else might happen, and then you're realizing that you'll be making pocket money instead of real money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taking more than a full-time job. And that wasn't my intention when I started business. And later, when I found this one, it was when I was devastated. Like I spent all my money. I got into different scams.
So you actually started.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started with all the other ones, right? So I lost sleep. I was not in a good mood because nothing was working. And then I find myself like working late, like 3 a.m. at night, and ignoring my kids. So I was like, no, I couldn't do this anymore. Like there must be something that could work for me, that I don't have to put so many hours.
Yes.
And I don't have to do everything by myself. And so that's how I found this one, by I think by luck, by faith, by
scrolling on Facebook.
Yes.
So I see that, I just saw your husband, walking in the house. So you said that, 7 years ago, I think that the internet is not that like popular, online business is less popular than today's, right? Because now today's we're talking a lot about AI, online business. But 7 years ago when you started, I think, how was the reaction of your husband? Like skeptical, because, we have to invest, right? Just like a lot of business, traditional business, we have to invest, we have to put the time and money. But, after the Amazon, the thing, you have to invest again. And then how was the reaction of your husband? Did you talk about that? Were you skeptical about it, or you didn't think a lot?
So I was the person who was skeptical, not him, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I try all these things that's so like out there that people know, and I try to work with people in tie and suits, and they look legit, and end up that I got an email from the police saying like I did a scam, and I didn't know that, and like I think 2 years ago I got. I think I lost 25K, and then the after the crow and everything, I got like $45 back, but it was crazy. And so by the time when I found this one, I was so skeptical about if this ever gonna work for me. Also, if I'm running into another scam, because I was hurt so much. And so I sat down and talked to my husband. I was like, well, this is the next thing I found. If I don't know about this, what do you think? And he was like, well, all these people seem legit because they are just like everyday people. It's not like you're talking to someone who's like putting heavy makeup and then like dazzling with their whatever they have. And then the amount of people that's in the business that I was showcasing was like more than, like, I don't know, it was crazy number, right? Right now there's like 20K people, no, 200K in community, yeah. So when my husband said that, I was like, Then he was like, well, if these people are able to run this business with their free time, like a pockets of time, and then rely on a system to do it, and there's no risk, like this risk-free. It's not like other stuff that you put money in the sink and water and then you don't see anything, right? And so why not give it a try?
Yes.
So I relook at everything and do my due diligence, and then I started it. And I still remember the moment I started, like, open the training. I was like tears just right down, because I spent like crazy amount of money for training. That's like less than what we have here. So I was blessed, and then the second day I have not one but two mentors calling me saying, hey, we are here, like let's support you, what can we do for you? And I even have met, like, back then my English is like really, really bad, and I'll be writing like scripts and things like that, and my mentor will get home, and then it'll be like 11 at nighttime, and they will actually go through what I wrote like 12 at night without asking me for like an hour rate. So I was totally blown away with the support, with the training, with the community and everything.
Yes. So, Amy, I heard a bit your why. Maybe it's because of your young children and because you just came to Canada by then, right? Because you're very lost, you don't know what to do. And the main point is because you wanted to stay with your young children because they were cute and they are young. But is there another big why except that? Is the financial part or more like the time freedom?
So a huge time is the financial part and the time freedom, right? If I have to spend all the time when I'm like right now 40 on work and retire like 70 or 80, I have no energy to spend whatever I made. And then
already not a lot for myself.
Right?
Yeah.
And then financially, before I start this business, and the reason how I started like looking into the journey of digital business is that I sat down with my husband and we were calculating how old we were at the time.
Okay.
And then 5 years later, what would our life want to be looking like? 10 years later, 12 years later, 15 years later, right? And then how old would our kids be?
Yes.
And how old would our parents be? And what kind of lifestyle do we want by that time? And by the fact that if we both work on a 9-to-5 job, the first year my husband couldn't even work. Right. And by the time if we have 2 9-to-5 jobs, we will never be able to buy the house. We will never able to like have extra budget for traveling or achieve things that we want when 5 years down, 10 years down, 20 years down. And then a lot of immigrants come here for their kids, but they also want to go back for their parents. And if we have a job, that would never happen. Right. So there's a lot of things that really took us a deep dive into looking out to what we want for our future before we started the whole venture.
Yes, after like your experience, right? Life experience, you can calculate and see that it's a very good opportunity to take a try, right?
Yeah.
So, Amy, can you please tell us how did this business have changed your life until now? Well, just by hearing your story, I can feel that it has changed a lot, but like in a good side, in a positive way, right? Yeah. But could you please tell us? I want to hear from you. It will be more touching, inspiring.
Well, first of all, personally, I was someone who's very, very shy.
No, I don't trust you.
No, I was so shy. Like I would my best thing would be take a book and then go into my corner and read.
Oh, really?
Or paint or draw. So I love painting with my kids. I could stay at home for like a whole week and not going out. And party is like, no, don't do that, right? So if I have to go out and find my own clients or go out and bug family and friends.
No, I can't.
I cannot do that at all. And so, but then because of this business, there's so much support and friendship. And I was like, oh my God, people are amazing, right? And then slowly, I start to love myself. I start to love how I'm showing up. I used to feel that I'm ugly, right? Like I never wear makeup until now. Like I don't know how to even open a lipstick. So yeah, like that's truly.
Your daughter will teach you.
Oh, she will. She's
later.
a big girly girl. So it's very different from who I was till now. And then I will never think of like taking care, like showing people how to do things. Never. Maybe show my kids how to cook poorly. But then I'm able to like communicate with people over the world and then sharing my experience to them, and so that they could get to the next level. And that never happened. Like I would never thought of that. And now I meet people across the world and even locally, and people who we started the business with. Now a lot of them are like millionaires, right? And you get to have a conversation with them to see, okay, what's my next move and what's my next action to take me to the next level. and they are so amazing. Like they just share. And financial wise, we got the place in 2020. Like I thought that if we were still in the 9 to 5, this would not happen. Right. So financially, mentally, physically, like yesterday morning, I was like, my son goes to a private school. So his school hour is different than my daughter. And so he has 2 days off. That's why you see him.
Oh, so he's in high school, right?
No, he's still in
in elementary.
Elementary, yeah.
Okay.
And so I went to the gym, and he came with me.
Oh.
Right? Imagine you go to the gym in the morning on the time that you just like relax and slowly walk there. You can't do that if you have a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So lifestyle wise, like we woke up and I sent my daughter to school, and my boy is still here hanging around. I'm like, oh, it's relaxing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel it. Yeah. So yes, can you please, Abby, name one of the best advantage of this business? I know there's a lot, but for people like us, mother like us, single or not single, immigrant like us, who came from Taiwan or Hong Kong, whatever country, to another new country, for people like that who sometimes really want to get a job, but the place is different, so the qualification is different, right, by the bosses. So they want to start this business, but what is the best advantage for them to start something like that?
Oh, everything, because I was in the same situation, right? We just got to Canada, and then to start from zero, you can't compete with the young people, right? Not anymore.
No.
And then also all the qualification, I don't have it. All the experience locally, I don't have it. So for me to envision myself doing 9 to 5, it's very hard. Yes. But then, but I think the biggest advantage of this is that, have you ever thought that, like, the other day I was driving down the street and I was like, oh my God, like, why can our life be bigger, be more exciting, be better, be more beautiful, be like, it's not just the daily grind, right? And what would that look like? And because of this business, I was like driving such a bliss that I'm having that. I was driving to the party the other day. I was like, oh my God, I'm having that. And then like your life just expand dramatically. It's not just like the little kitchen, home, kids work, right? Kitchen, home, kids, work. It's not that regular routine anymore. And then because now you have all this time, then you could know what you want to focus on. So you don't live by what people tell you to do now because of this business. You live by the vision that you have. So I think that's the biggest advantage. Like everyone I see coming to the business, some come here because they are lonely. They want friendship. They got that. Some people, they come here because they want to earn big, and so they got that. And some people come here because they want to truly live in a digital nomad style, which is traveling around the world, and they got that, right? And some people who want to come here because they want to homeschool their kids, and they got that. So depends on what your vision is. You have a system and a platform to work for you. And now you could put the time on the things that truly matters to you. So I think that's the biggest advantage.
Yes. Can you please tell audience a little bit, because you're a coach, you have 7 years experience. I think it's very good to hear that from you. How about the legacy of this online business? The legacy for the children, to the loved one. How does that work? Is it legal, or how does it work?
All the business is fully legal. And this is, when I thought about it, I feel bad for brick and mortar business owners. I have people who come here and then they might own a restaurant, they might own a coffee shop, they might own something for a very long time. And the moment that, and then they might run that for 10, 15, 20 years. But the moment that they close the shop, they got nothing. If they are lucky, they sell the business, they got some money, but it's not a pension. they still need to manage that amount of money so that the money doesn't die down, right? And so they work extra hard than other people just so that in their retirement, you'll be fine. But then COVID hit, like 70% of the business owner just died down without anything left, right? And then they don't have insurance, they don't have medical. It was so always been on themselves. Then this business, the biggest difference is that you could really pass your legacy to your kids. So whatever you are building in this business, doesn't matter where you are at. When you decide that you want to retire, and your system, your passive income actually goes to your kids, you could actually let them continue your legacy. And that time they might do a minimal 2 hours a month to just be making sure the system is running, right? And then getting the business that you built already. And that's amazing. Like I always tell people, if you work in a 9-to-5 job for 10 years or 20 years, are you able to make, let's say, more than $5,000 per month after you retire on your pension, like USD, right? Most of the business, most of the job, you cannot do that. No. So would it make sense for you to actually like really delegate 5 years or 10 years into an online business that could sustain itself, like when you have it set up and running fully? Of course, right? And so I have 2 kids. I'm like, so I do 2
planning
towns, 2 different countries.
Yes.
So it's very fun and then very exciting.
Yes. And I think for those who is not yet in the business, who are scared to be alone, because sometimes we think that we have to start a business and then we will be left alone to do this. It's very difficult. I understand, of course, because at the beginning, I was like that too. We see the training, there's a lot, the training's there, but we said that we will get support, but will we really get support, But now I can tell you guys that yes, because like Amy, she's my direct coach, and we just have a big meeting with everybody, and she is what I like about you, Amy, is because you are always there, You won't go into the bubble of someone, just like myself, before I was still in that divorce thing. You won't come and go into my bubble, but you are the one who will always be there. As long as I go to you, when I go to you, will always be there to answer my question and to help me. And there's a lot of a coach as well, Cecily. She helped me a lot, Maybe it's not like talking to you every single day, but because you guys know that I need that space for myself. So when I come to you guys, you will always be there. And that is very, very important. And Amy, she is from Taiwan, and she speaks very, very good Mandarin. For those who are afraid about the language, English speaking, it doesn't matter. I think you speak a little tiny bit of Cantonese as well.
Okay. I could understand.
Yeah, because I remember when I first got my call with you, you said that already. You said 10 seconds. You only listen, understand, but you don't speak. So I think that's not a problem, because a lot of us think that the training is in English and then everybody's bibi bala in English. But no, even though that you speak tiny English, we have a big Chinese group now that Amy is the coach. And I think you're a very great leader, because you're not leading like, I tell you this to do this and I tell you to do that. I think you're leading a very smooth and a very sweet and lovely way. So for all the people who want to join, I think it's especially the Chinese people, I think she will be very happy to help you guys as well. So at last, Amy, would you like to tell someone like who's very skeptical to want to try this business? They're very not sure about it still. What to do? What do you think about that?
Most people are skeptical because there's 2 things. One is they are skeptical about if it's really a scam, right? And so in that sense, I would say follow your heart, follow your guts. if you meet a true scam, they don't show their face, they don't show their kids, they don't show who they are, they don't they will use a fake account that's super new, right? Those you want to be watch out and be mindful and protect yourself. And because if you get into that, it's like they start small and then slowly increase. By the time you put in the big money, they disappear, right? There's a lot of that. And then like I myself got a lot of time hurtful on that, especially these genre. It's like even like this new year, there's a lot. And so I get it, like really get it. But they do not show their face. They do not show who they are. They don't do go live like this. The reason we're doing this go live is not because you have to. It's really protect people from like the real scam, saying, hey, we are here and we're here to help.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is the skepticism is actually from yourself. Like when I start anything, I have that huge doubt of, can I actually do it? Right? And then what if I cannot do it? I cannot do what she does, or I cannot do what he does. What if I don't understand the system? So there's that skepticism. And that's why there's a huge mentor system, huge community. I was telling people, I was having this one call. She was like, oh, like I would never record a video. Like that's super scary for me. Or take a picture. I was like, well, can you take a picture of a coffee cup with you drinking it? Or if you're able to say hi in a group of 10 people, right? And if you're able to do that, it's perfect because you have a system that moving you forward. And the online business is the next, like the trend. It's not the next, it's the trend right now.
Yes.
And so back then, if you are doing brick and mortar, 95% of the time you actually will not make it, right? But then on the online side, once you find a good system and you put your full-heartedly in it, it's the 95% of the time that you can make it, because your investment and your time is different than the brick and mortar. So I encourage you to reach out to Serena and then find out how to understand and get more information. And the last stats I could give people is when I started this online business, which is 7 years ago, and the whole community who actually run the business all over the globe, there was only about 500 people. And right now in our community, there's 200K people in the community, right? But the other stat is the people who actually knows how to speak Chinese globally. Like they might be in Singapore, they might be Australia, they might be in Canada, like people who actually know how to speak Chinese. I think there'll be like around right now, maybe 500 people, which is like the beginning of this new genre. And the reason that happened is because early last year in January, we started mini training solely in Chinese. And then last year, that's 3 months ago, in October, we launched the international platform with like more than 33 languages. That's including Chinese. And that's why the Chinese market just started. And if it's like running so efficiently, right, in the past 7 years, just imagine how the expansion of the digital online business could be. And so reach out to Serena and then find out how to understand and get more info. It's fully safe. There's no obligation, right? And if this is not for you, it's not for you, but you learn something. And I would say be smart, trust your gut, and then ask questions.
Yes, thank you, Amy. I believe that everything happened for a reason. So today, I think this is the best Valentine's gift that Amy gave me, to accept my invitation on this special day. And I believe that this will be the best gift you can offer to yourself if you take a look of this opportunity. You don't have to say yes or no, but at least take a look, take a little bit of time to check out this business, because you never know. You maybe don't need it now, but maybe one day, something happened and suddenly you will think about this business. And this is, I think, the use of attraction marketing is for here. So thank you, Amy. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for your time.
You.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.